of got off to a little bit of a slow start, and then you really picked it up midway through the first half. Just kind of talk about what was the spark for you guys.
I'd say just us coming together, prioritizing defense instead of offense. We're a defensive first team, so that's instead of doing vice versa.
Yep, I think some of the guys came in off the bench, Chol and Mister. Specifically, they got a few dunks going, so I kind of got the crowd into it, and then I helped everybody out, get the energy back up. And then after that first stretch, I did a better job on defense of the team.
After the Liberty, Florida Atlantic things up there, how crucial was it to kind of get back on that winning track?
Man, it hurt. We came here, to be a winning program, and it's all going to keep it. We're going to keep having fun, and losing them 2 games really hurt. And this game, was to get us back on track, get our mind going again, and from now on, that's the standard. Just keep winning, keep winning.
Yeah, it was tough in Virginia having 2 losses back to back. Don't want to do that. And we knew coming into this one how big it was and how much of a win we needed. Just to make sure we stay on track and still accomplish the things we want to accomplish. So just work hard in practice and lock in on the game plan, and then let everything take care of itself.
Just talk about Mr. Dean and kind of the energy that he brings to the lineup now that he's back.
Yeah, I mean, he's
absolutely, man.
Just a spark plug, honestly. I think Coach said it scares him a little bit, but he's kind of like our heartbeat a little bit. So, I think having him back it helps everybody out.
Why do you think? Why?
Mr. Dean has energy to him. Presence. When he enters the game, he comes with energy. And it's real contagious. It's real contagious. It gets the whole team going. Absolutely, absolutely.
Like I had a 3 last week.
Yeah, man. Last week I was hooping, but today I wasn't playing out of body. I got my points. I I wasn't trying to do too much. As long as we won, got the game plan, and that's it. I can shoot the ball.
You guys see, that you guys move the ball really well, and you guys have been the recipients of those, easy baskets.
Yo, for sure. I mean, I think it's easy for us. The guys drive to the basket. I mean, if you got Mr. Dean coming down, if you don't get in front of him, he's going to be on the rim. And if you do, we're going to be on the rim. So it makes our life pretty easy when you just got to catch a dump off pass from one of the guards or forwards and just finish it.
4 games into the season, just talk about where you guys think this team is
going. I think we're doing all right now. Obviously, I think we're getting back on track. Last week had a little setback, but I think we're good. We got a lot of young guys, and I think everybody's trying to still get used to playing with each other. We've had some injuries, so I think that's affected us a little bit, but it's no excuse to lose. So I think we're headed in the right direction, though.
Yeah, what he said, we're headed in the right direction. Still getting to know each other. We just gotta keep it pushing.
Yeah, I think it'll be a big game for us. Before this game, South Carolina State was really our only focus. That's kind of what the coaches told us to lock in for. I'm sure they've been scouting a lot, but we haven't really heard too much as far as the scout goes. We know obviously coaches talk to us about what we got coming up, but we'll lock in the next 2 days and get ready for them.
Drake. Oh, okay. Drake's gonna be a good game. We're gonna go in the same mentality we had today. It's going to be a stamp right there. Going there to win it. That's the only mindset we have. That's it, man. Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Chol. Yeah. There you go.
Yes, sir.
You're good, man. Thank
yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Kind of after a slow start, I thought you guys found your rhythm there midway through the first half. Just overall.
Yeah, I mean, I think the main focus coming into the game was taking care of the ball, and for us to play that game with only 7 turnovers, that's honestly surprising. So many teams have turned the ball over in the mid-teens, and that was a major focus. Obviously disappointed in the first 4 or 5 minutes. They were scoring, I think, the first 5 possessions. But we're a work in progress on that end of the floor. Thought we tightened up and got better. We got to put it all together with getting the defensive rebound and not fouling. But, no. Happy with how we shared the ball and took care of it.
I was going to say 22 assists on 32 made baskets.
Yeah, and honestly, not shooting the ball well from three. You know, none of those threes were really off the dribble and transition. They were all off the catch, meaning that it would have been an assist had we made the basket. So again, I thought we shared the ball really well. We broke pressure the way that we had worked on for a couple of days, and we had opportunities at the rim. You know, we had spray out threes, and that's what you need to do against South Carolina State. Yeah. He's electric. You know, as fans will soon find out that don't know about him. And, you know, he really changed. Well, I wouldn't say changed, but brought a ton of energy out on the floor. He made some really good dump-off passes to his buddy Chol, who finished with authority. And, you know, I thought that outside of maybe losing his man a couple times, you know, he really provided a whole lot for us.
He's like, there's one criticism or disappointment in his three-point shooting.
Yeah.
What do you do to kind of correct that?
Just got to keep, taking good ones. I'd like to think that our percentages, especially individually, Chris Davis hasn't really shot it great all year. He goes 3 for 4 tonight. You know, those other guys, Martin Kalu, I bet every day of the week that he can, knock threes down. So we just got to continue to take really good ones. And I thought for the most part tonight we did. And so we just got to continue getting in the gym and believe in ourselves and take the same shots. They did, but I think they were also set up by a lot of their teammates getting in the lane and taking care of the ball. So sort of a two-way street. But Christian really rebounded the ball at a high level, didn't play a ton of minutes and still got 10 rebounds. So Joel had to join the fight. I was a little disappointed that he didn't rebound the ball. A couple possessions, saw him sort of standing around, and that's a little bit unusual. We need him to rebound his position much better than he did tonight. But those guys are excellent finishers. They got a high percentage. Both of them go 8 for 12 combined. So we got to keep feeding them.
Yeah, obviously teams are different every single year, but you got Drake coming in here.
Yeah.
31 games last year, won a game in the tournament last year.
Yep.
It'll be a really, really big game.
Yeah, it's a very prideful program. I think 15 years ago you couldn't have said that, but it's really built up. Darren DeVries did an amazing job, and so they've been really, really good. McCollum came in and did his thing, and I'm sure Eric will come in and do the same thing. So we just have to be ready for a team that's going to play the right way, that'll be a talented team and a team that is used to winning. So we got to be our best on Monday. Thank you.